Okay, it's Mound Monday. Let's check out the Florida Peninsula for some streamlined mounds. This mound right here is 2.7 miles long. But you can actually see that these mounds are directional features because they're asymmetrical. The more pointed part of the mound is the tail, and the more rounded part is the head or the front. So now that we know the current direction, we can orientate our view to look down the current, and we can see that the current washed this direction. It goes this way and then it swings around here. Now this whole land here is only about 10 to 20 feet above sea level, so it's very comprehensible that all this erosion was from the ocean current. And we can see a transition from more rounded mounds here, like the more typical mounds, which are more common. And then they transition into basically drumlins. These are basically drumlins here. Now this curving path of current, which makes a nice right-hand turn, is a lot like what we see up in the Arctic archipelago. For example, here we've got mounds, and then here we've got drumlins. So it's a very similar landscape, except for up here the only reasonable answer is ice sheets for some reason. But of course I disagree with that. And you can even see the swirling path of the water current. Right, so an ice sheet isn't going to swirl this quickly. But I digress. Let's go back to Florida. If we go over to this location, we actually find the exact opposite of mounds. All of these are lakes. These are all scoured out regions. And in this scoured terrain, we then stumble upon circular mounds. The scours are the first spots eroded on the land's surface, and the mounds are the last spots remaining on the same surface.